My son Theodore, where the heck is he right now, Canadian? He's either in the Philippine Islands or someplace in Indonesia or something. He works for a company here in New York, and they send him over there to do some, whatever they do. I know it costs $10,000 for his plane ticket. I know that. Anyway, he spent a summer with me alone on the island, and he had the only job on the island. He worked at the general store, just as a handyman. And that summer, I used to know how many lobster. I mean, we put out lobster traps. I put out 5 traps in front of my house, and because the natives on the island, they sort of trusted me as a mainlander. But they all knew that I had traps out. But I never hauled them in front of anybody. I mean, and we did it at night, you know, and sometimes in the fog, and sometimes without a moon. And anyway, this is called Hauling Traps with Theodore, a midnight narrative at low tide. Theodore must be somewhere around 10. And the flashlight dangling from my neck keeps dying. I'm eyeing the low places, trying to keep upright in the wet rockweed. We're at the edge of an 11-foot tide, just turning. On his side, 1 foot slipping a low ledge, my son Theodore taps the seawater from his light until it flares. The night fog silkens in the beam. He answers, "I'm okay," when I call his nickname through the dark and scan my light to mark his fall. "Thee," I call, and pick my steps across the shell-crushed white of the low-tide cove. "Yes," he says, beside me. My youngest son. His name tells me what I have to know. When I am old, it will be between us, this benediction of the foggy cove, these periwinkle agate bells, 10 times 10 under our feet, as the rush of the wavelets breaks at our knees. We make our way to the weighted line seated in the crevices of the low drain ledges. "Here's one," he says, as I shuffle waist deep toward the lee of the inland cove. This is the Maine coast, the summer of my last son at home. My life blinks on, off, on. I can see kelp flowing silky brown through my ankles. I reach now for the floating black line. Thee whispers from his trap, "2," as I haul. "You better bait," I call, our voices flowing back to back, face to face across the heavy swells. Intimacy, the declension of father and son. Thee and I, second persons familiar. We work in quiet. I lift a keeper and a short to the clam roller, rebait, and heave the wire trap to the sea. A blush of bubbles, it sifts down, gone. We haul the other 3 and mount the broad-backed ledges. We count the summer's haul, secrets. "I'll haul any time, day or night," he says. Inside, we take off our wet boots and shorts, stack split spruce in the fireplace. We talk now and then, bait, my father's lobster onyx ring. In the refrigerator produce tray, the blackening lobsters wait.